Problem name is valid palindrome. So first I'm just explain the problem statement. So the problem statement is a phrase is a palindrome if after converting all uppercase letter into the lowercase letter and removing all non-numerical character, it reads the same forward and backward. So alphanumerical characters includes letters and number. So given a string as a written true if it is a palindrome or otherwise a written false. So what they're trying to say is they just give one string. So before that I'm just register one thing here. It's not an actual traditional palindrome questions. So the reason is in traditional palindrome question they just mentioned that what kind of characters that was included in the string. So that it is very easy to find the particular string is a palindrome or not. But in this palindrome question it's not like that. They don't mention that what kind of characters that was included in the string. So at the same time they just give some kind of hint in this question, in this statement itself. So what they're trying to say is first we have to convert this entire string into the lowercase characters. So whatever the cases that was actually in the original string, we have to convert all the string into a lowercase one. Then we have to remove the alphanumerical characters. That means we have to remove the characters which other than these alphabets as well as the numerical characters. So other than the alphabetics and numerical characters, in the sense we have to remove the spaces, we have to remove the commas, or we have to remove the full stops, we have to remove the special character as well. So we have to remove these kind of things. Then we have to find out the forwarded string is actually matches the backward string. If it is actually matches a forwarded and backward string, we have to came to the conclusion that the particular string is a palindrome, or otherwise we have to say that the particular string is not a palindrome. So in order to solve this question we have to use brute force also, like but in brute force is not an optimized one. It gives some kind of time complexity error. It takes more times to execute the program. So we just directly jump to the optimized one. So in optimized approach we just use a two pointer algorithm. So what we actually do is we just take 2 pointers. So we just put the first pointer in the forwarded like in the starting of the string. Then after we just put the another pointer in the end of the string. So now we have to make a comparison that if my first pointer is equivalent to the last pointer, which is a backward pointer, then I need to move for like I need to make my first pointer to make a forwarded step by one. And then if it is matches to each other, then I just make it as a -1 to my backward pointer. I'm just do this process one by one. So if in case these two things are not matches, if my pointer 1 as well as my pointer 2 is not matches to each other, then I just say that it is not a palindrome. So whenever I found this kind of scenario, I'm directly jump out from the loop, and I'm just give the result that it is not a palindrome. So we just directly jump to the code. So first what I'm actually do is I'm just do the regular expression in order to remove the unwanted characters like spaces and commas, these kind of things, special characters. So for that I'm just do that s dot replace all. Then I need to mention that what kind of characters that I not need to replace. So for that I'm just mention that like alphabetics from A to Z small, then A to Z caps like uppercase. Then also I need to mention that 0 to 9, because they already mentioned that alphanumerical characters include letters and number. So that is the reason why I'm just put the condition here. Then what I'm actually do is also I'm just make it as a lowercase. So the reason also they just mention in the statement itself, we have to convert all uppercase letters into lowercase one. So that is the reason why I'm just put this. Then next what I'm actually do is I'm just create two variables which is my 2 pointers, I and j. I is my first pointer, I pointing the first index, this is my it's my first pointer, then j is my second pointer, so j pointing the last index. So now what I'm actually do is I'm just make a condition whenever my I is lesser than j, I need to do the process, or otherwise I'm just came out from the loop. So here what I'm actually do is I'm first of all I'm just take that if my if my first pointer is not equivalent to the backward pointer, then as soon as possible I just need to came out from the loop and I'm just say that it is not a palindrome, because there is no point of doing the iterations again, right? So that is the reason why I'm doing this. So for that reason, what I'm actually do is, so I'm just check that if my s of I is not equal to s of j, then I'm just written the false, because I don't need to do the further operations. So if in case it's actually matches, means I'm just put it as a I plus plus, then j minus minus. So here I'm just put not symbol. Now finally I'm just written the true. So let's try to run this problem. So I got this error. So the reason is, yeah, it's perfectly working. Let's try to submit this problem. Yeah, it's perfectly working.